I'm here with Daniel Fikru, and this is an Ethiopian restaurant, which is unique food and absolutely delicious, and we're going to learn a little bit about the traditions and spices of Ethiopian food and how it's cooked.
Thank you. The Ethiopian food is a very healthy, very simple to cook, and it tastes very good. It has a very diverse taste. Our food is mainly composed of the meat dishes are composed of lamb, beef, chicken, and the vegetarian dish is composed of starting from lentils, split peas, garbanzo beans, cabbages, collard greens, you name it, green beans, mushroom, and a lot of other vegetables we used to cook. And the most important thing about food is it's always flavored and spiced with herbs and spices, which we can naturally find it in the country, in different parts of the country.
What's one of the main types of spices you use?
The number one spice most Ethiopian dishes are made with, particularly the meat dishes, are a spice we call it berbere. So berbere is usually prepared in the house in many households, and it's a combination of more than 12 different spices. So berbere is not supposed to be very hot. It's so spicy. It's not supposed to be flat or dead, but it's very alive. When it is cooked, it shouldn't be hot spicy. If it's hot spicy, that means the composition of the spices, the way it's prepared, is not good. If it is dull or flat, that means it's not prepared well. So it should be mildly spicy. So you cook it, it will bring a very, very bold texture to the food.
And what are some of the spices in it?
And here it has ginger, garlic, cardamom, a lot of local spices in Ethiopia. I don't really know their names now in English. To make Ethiopian food, really you don't need to cook the food. You don't need any recipe. It's more make sure you understand how the food is composed and how much heat applied, how long you cook it. So that timing and heat are the most critical things cooking Ethiopian food. But how much spice you add to the food, it depends to your taste, to your family taste. So it is more practiced by taste than by experience.
With the bread, all Ethiopian food comes with this bread. What kind of bread is it, and how do you use it?
This we call it injera. It's made out of a plant called teff, T-E-F-F, or its scientific name is Argyrides abyssinica. It is classified as a grass, so it's considered a grass. The plant, the seed is the smallest seed in the plant kingdom. There is no small seed smaller than teff. So the teff is naturally a very nutritious plant. We do not have any gluten. It's high in calcium and iron and fiber. And it is becoming very, very popular in the United States of America and Europe too. There's a lot of places even this country grows. Being the number one grower would be in Idaho. Magical flour, they do a very good job. They produce it for most of us. And you grind the teff, you make a flour, and then teff has natural yeast in it, so when you keep it overnight, it will kind of ferment by itself.
Which is why it looks kind of like sourdough or a pancake.
Exactly. So you take just a flat griddle and you pour the teff batter, and you will come out to be injera in 1-2 minutes.
Okay.
And injera, it has its own distinct taste, but its best taste is when you eat it with different dishes.
And the way you eat.
So you tear a piece just big enough to cover with 4 fingers, and then you will scoop it up with it and eat it. You use all your 5 fingers, exactly. And traditionally, we eat in a big tray. The whole family comes and you eat.
and it's delicious.
Thank you.
All right. And also, what's the most famous beverage from Ethiopia?
I don't know if you know the birthplace of coffee in Ethiopia. We Ethiopians believe we're the first people to prepare, roast, and brew coffee and drink coffee. And it's really pretty much woven into our culture in all different ethnic groups and in all parts of the country. So Ethiopia coffee is one of the best coffee in the world actually, because it grows in its own environment. So when it grows, really many places it don't need any insecticide or herbicide. So it's a natural organic coffee. Presently, it's very, very popular around the world.
I've heard that.
These are some of the fine Ethiopian coffee. This coffee is particularly prepared, roasted by Ribocap company. It's here locally in Kansas City. It is run and operated by a fellow Ethiopian. And this one is from a region called Yirka Chepe, and this one is from Harar, and this one is from Shidamo. And these are three different coffees that come from different districts. They really, really taste and have their own distinct flavor. So we are located in Kansas City, Missouri, downtown, the north part of downtown in the city market. We are on 5th and Walnut, very easy to find. Our website is www.bluenilekc.com. Well, thank you very much, and come visit us.
Absolutely. Thank you,
It's a pleasure
Daniel.
having you.
It's some of the best food I've ever had in my life.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.